Yeah, good day, fellow fans of cybersecurity. My name is Abiodun Abbas. Today, I'll be walking you through my Lab 3, which is my first Arc Part 2. Now, let's move to the introduction. Firstly, I will say I welcome you to this presentation on privilege escalation in ethical hacking. In this lab, I explore how attackers move from initial access to full root privileges using known vulnerabilities. The demonstration uses the KOptics-1 virtual machine, which is intentionally designed with security flaws for learning purposes. The purpose of this exercise is not just to show how easy it can be to exploit a system, but also to highlight why it's so important to secure services, monitor access, and apply defense in-depth strategies. By understanding the attacker's perspectives, cybersecurity professionals can build stronger defenses and reduce the likelihood of successful intrusion in real-world environment. I would say to begin this penetration testing lab, I carefully followed the walkthrough video. The main goal was to explore the Samba 2.21a vulnerability from my Kali Linux virtual machine and access the KOptics one target machine. I used Nmap to identify open ports and services on target's IP address, which confirmed the presence of Samba. Then I initiated Metasploit by typing ms console and the prompt changed to MXF6 with the symbol of less than, indicating the tool was ready for exploitation. You can see this process in the screenshot included on this slide. In these steps, I leveraged Metasploit auxiliary scanner for SMB version detection. The specific module SMB versions helps identify what version of the SMB protocol is active on the target. By setting R hosts to the IP addresses of the KOptics-1 virtual machine with the IP address 192.168.56.102, I scanned it successfully. The module returned to the Samba version, which was critical in confirming the vulnerability. I then cross-referenced the version online to validate that it was indeed exploitable. You can see the exact process and result in the screenshot on this slide. After identifying the Samba version, I turned to exploit database to search for any known vulnerabilities tied to that version. This research confirmed the exploitability of the service, giving me the green light to proceed with the targeted attack simulation. Instead of downloading the file, I executed the exploit code by copying it directly from the exploit database website into my Kali root terminal. This approach ensured I had immediate access to the script for execution while keeping the process simple and streamlined. To organize my work pace, I horizontally divided the terminal and launched the VI editor with the file name 10.c and then I pasted the previous copied exploit code directly into the editor using the Shift plus Control plus V, preparing it for completion and execution. Once the exploit code was in place, I compiled it using the GNU compiler collection. The command gcc 10.c-o10 convert the source file into an executable named 10, which is now ready for execution against the target system. To launch the exploit, I use the command /10-b0 with the IP address 192.168.56.102. The -b0 option is used to define the target platform, which in this case align with the specific Samba vulnerability. I ensure that the correct IP address of the KOptris 1 virtual machine was used to direct the payload accurately. In this final step, the exploit granted me shell access into the KOptris 1 machine. I completed the process by setting username and password, allowing me to log in and interact with the system. This milestone represents my first successful hack and highlights the effectiveness of identifying and exploiting known vulnerabilities. Finally, these references provide the foundational knowledge and technical insight that inform this penetration. Fortinet's glossary help define the concept of attack vector, which is essential to understanding how initial access is gained. Grand Canyon University course material guided the practical and academic framing of the penetration testing process, while Microsoft's writing secure code offered best practice for preventing vulnerabilities like buffer overflows. The OSWAP's top 10 list serve as benchmark for common web application security risks, many of which can lead to privilege escalation. However, Sharma's research on return orientation programming expanded the understanding of modern exploitation techniques. NIST guide on malware prevention provided strategies for containment and response, and Veraco's breakdown of rootkits helps me to illustrate how attackers maintain persistence once systems level access is achieved. I would say together, these resources reinforce the need for proactive, layered approach to cybersecurity. I would say thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I still remain Abbas Abiodun. I wish every one of us best of luck in our journey at GCU. Thank you.